By request, we can do this song from David G. Throughout this song, you have like an African triplet feel. Let me show you first with the kick and the hi-hat what that feel looks like. You see what I mean? Have like a triplet feel spread over the whole bar. If you count it out, it will sound like 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. As long as you kind of keep to that feel, almost like a clavier actually, you can sound good. You don't have to play exactly what they're playing on the record, but you know, you kind of keep that in mind. You're gonna come out, you can have the feel of the song. For the hi-hat, you can do it two ways. You can just keep it simple, playing 8 notes, or you can play a pattern that's based around that African feel I was just talking about. First, let me show you the 8 notes together with a kick, and then I'll switch over to the African feel. What's happening with that feel I just play is you just add in a little note before that clavier. So you get, and before every note you just add a softer note in front. The main groove of the song would follow that same feel. Only thing you will hear the snare, something over the toms. What can happen is the first note is only kick, with hi-hat of course, and then the second note is you're going to be on the snare, and then you go over the toms. Let me show you first slowly. I can show you first slowly going over all the toms, the same groove, and then I will play actually what's on the record. So it's only be snare and tom, and I'll leave away a note, and then the floor tom. That's a simple version you can do just to get the main feeling. Now to what they're playing on the record. You see the difference? Just now when I was just playing it simple, I would go over all the toms, and now they just it's a little different. They can play only the second tom and the fourth tom. I can show it to you again with two different variations. I play it normally with my hands crossed this time. Right hand playing 8 notes first, and then going over all the toms, and then right hand going to play the other pattern, the more accented pattern, going over all the toms. Then I'll play 8 notes again with just with skipping off the first tom, just going over the second and the third tom, and then I'll change the hi-hat pattern again to the more accented one. 4 patterns in one. You can see the difference. Depends on what's difficult or easy for you. You can use which one you want, or you can even play around with that. What you can do as well, when you ended up on the floor tom, you can do a little variation in that. They don't always play the same, but you might even want to play an extra note on the floor toms. Later on in the song, they have the groove change a little bit, and the only difference is the kick. The hands can play the same thing. The kick can go, you play twice as fast actually. So you're playing quarter notes first, and now you can go to 8 notes, twice as much. The last bit is there's also a snare drum pattern playing in the beginning, and in the middle there's also a breakdown part where they come back to that snare drum pattern. It's basically around that same feel and just adding a few more notes. As long as you just keep that same feel of the song, that kind of triplet feel on the song, you're gonna be alright. Just mix it in with the band, and you can always kind of deviate. But as long as you keep that feel, that's the most important. A little tip, if that to make it kind of simple or to cheat a little bit, you can just play 16 notes and just add accents on that feel, on that triplet feel. That's the basic of the song. So just play along with it and do what you feel, but as long as you keep the feel like I said before. For those of you who haven't done so already, please subscribe and adjust the bell, or leave a suggestion in a comment.